Hello and welcome, group number 1. So if you are drawn to the first symbol, that is the yin and the yang. And at face value, it is a very basic symbol, a very ancient symbol. But the meaning is a lot deeper than the face value. And to me, that's immediately what I got from the cards that I pulled. That this connection is a lot deeper than what people may see at face value, or that your person sees you as a lot deeper than the ocean, but as deep as the ocean, if not deeper. And so anyway, let me explain how your person views you. And yeah, we'll get into all the details as they come. So this really could be you tying up loose ends, going over the details in a connection with someone. As they say, the devil is in the details. So maybe there could be a few flies in the ointment I'm hearing with this connection. So the two tarots, the Fool reversed and the Eight of Wands reversed. So group number 1, how your person views you is right now they view you and this connection as stuck. There's a lack of movement here. They could feel like there's a lack of movement in this relationship with you, or a lack of communication, a lack of contact, a lack of give and take or reciprocity. If this is someone you're currently in a relationship with, and if this is someone who you're speaking to or dating, this is them feeling like it's kind of in a stuck position, like it's not going anywhere. Not that they don't want it to go anywhere, but they're kind of viewing you as the reason for this setback, or this lack of change or movement. The Fool in reverse, optimism in reverse, means that they could be feeling negative about this connection, or they could feel like you may have a negative attitude when it comes to them, when it comes to love. You could be in a no contact situation with someone right now, and they're not really feeling optimistic about the future with you because they might feel like a fool. And it's not that they're viewing you as a fool, they could be viewing themselves as a fool, and now they feel like you may have a negative perception of them. And it really does matter because they know you're very in tune spiritually, you're very in depth. Everything about you is in depth, group number 1. And I feel like this connection was no different. And they realize when it comes to you, you're very spiritual. You don't operate with your ego. You know that there are two sides to every story, a yin to every yang, a good side to every bad. So if this is a relationship or a connection that's going through some conflict right now, this could be that yin and yang presenting itself in the relationship, the struggles, the trials. So your person sees that you can appreciate the good, but you can learn the lessons and the wisdom within the bad. And they feel like you've opened them up and illuminated and enlightened them to a lot of ancient truths of the world, even just, the laws of the universe, the law of attraction. They feel like they had to have a downward spiral in order to be enlightened, in order to be uplifted. And they do view this connection as something that lights up their life, something that illuminates them. It makes them want to go forward in their life. But right now, they're just not seeing a forward movement with this connection for one reason or the other. Maybe possibly you or them could be in hermit mode right now. So someone could be cutting themselves off socially. Someone could even be cutting themselves off spiritually. This could be you, this could be them. But the reality is you have a lot of self-discovery to do, and so do they. And this discovery is something you could have done together. and I need to scratch my nose. So that could be a confirmation that this is something you have delved maybe deeply in together. It's not just the physical, it's also the spiritual. So someone could be into meditation, yoga. This could be sort of a spiritual, tantric, sex sort of a connection or experience even. Confirmation. So yeah, I feel like whoever this is, if you have been intimate with them, they view your sex as very spiritual, group number one. And they see you as very creative, a crafter, that you're good with your hands in all the kinds of ways. But they see that you can take something that maybe a lot of people wouldn't know what to do with it, or something that someone say, here, this is nothing. And you can create masterpieces out of nothing, out of thin air. It's all in your mind. They view your mind as magical and very spiritual. You bring out a soft feminine side of them that they've kept repressed for a long time. They have a lot of shadows, and you are the one that helps them open up and receive the guidance that they had been avoiding for a long time. So you could have forced this person into a spiritual awakening. It could have been a rude awakening for this person, and in a way they could hold it against you. But you're a creator. You don't want to stay stuck, but this could represent a creative block right now, or a stuck phase in a relationship. It could be like the 7-year itch for some, that there's a lot more to discover, both together and separately. But maybe this illumination realization is that there's still a lot of solo spiritual work to do, and you do believe in the right timing. I feel like the person on your mind, when they think of you, you're the one that has made them believe in miracles, in divine timing, even in soulmates, even in twin flames. They view you as their divine feminine to their divine masculine, or vice versa. They view you as the yin to their yang, the good to their bad. So maybe this could represent your person just being on a downward spiral right now, and they're feeling chaotic in their mind. But what holds them together is this relationship, this communion card. This is a couple cuddling together on a bench, coming together. Communion is a sacred sacrament. So I feel like your person views you as very spiritual, very sacred, very sexual. You're like a mystery that they can never quite fully discover. And it's because you're still discovering yourself. There's still more parts to you for you to learn. And I feel like this could be you maybe pulling away, in a sense, to really find yourself. And your person could just find themselves craving this connection, craving this sacred bond. Their other half, their better half. And in general, they do see you as their better half. They see you as so creative, someone who can take nothing and turn it into everything. Someone who could turn a house into a home, a seed into new life. A little animal and baby even. This person could want to have a family, have children with you. This could be something you are discussing, or it could even be causing conflict for some in a relationship. But this person views you as a miracle, someone who can create miracles, and sometimes they feel in awe of you. But when you're feeling stuck or blocked creatively, they feel like instead of being spiritual and being your highest self, when you're in your low frequency mode, they can feel it. The vibes vibrate off you, they radiate off you. So the good vibes, they're happy to bask in those good vibes in your glory. But when you've got the bad vibes, when you're stuck, when you're blocked, when they're kind of annoying you, getting in your way, someone could feel like a relationship is getting in the way of their spiritual journey, or doing something alone that they need to do for themselves, some sort of discovery. But they feel like sometimes you can take out your negative moods on them, and they feel like maybe you can be a procrastinator. They see the potential, the endless potential that you have. And sometimes they think you just view yourself in a negative way and you stop yourself from moving. And maybe they feel in a way your mindset is holding you back or holding this relationship back. So what they want to say to you, group number one, the passion I feel is overwhelming. I don't know how to handle this. Why do I feel this way? So they feel very passionate about you. They think you are the bee's knees. But yeah, what's that quote by Muhammad Ali, was it? Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. So they see you transform like a butterfly, have new life. Just like a butterfly, and shine, and your beauty is unquestionable, just like a butterfly. But they don't know how to handle that passion. And sometimes they can enjoy the admiration, but when it comes to you putting your stinger on them like a bee, they want the honey, not the stinger. But they have to realize that with the duality, going back to the initial duality energy, they can't just have the sweet side of you. They need to accept your light and your dark side, because without either, you can't create. And, you know, even new life, it still takes two different sides, two different energies, the divine masculine to the divine feminine. And they view you as their divine counterpart. But they do feel a sense of reluctance, maybe in their own mind, but they feel like your attitude holds you back. Maybe trauma from your past relationships or trauma from your own upbringing kind of has you set in your ways nearly, and that can make you procrastinate on seeing the potential not only in yourself, in them, in this relationship. And sometimes they feel like maybe they love you more, or they worship the ground you work on. You're just a mystery that they keep on wanting to discover. But, you know, with the ant spirit, it's time to collaborate. It's time to come together, literally. So this could be even bringing spiritual practices into the bedroom, like tantric sex, in order to really come together, not only spiritually, but sexually. The ant spirit, it's also number one. This is group number one. They want to come together. You are their missing piece. You're their better half. And they want to fit these two pieces together in order to create a new life, a new world with you. And the creation, the creativity is limitless. There's nothing that you can't create together, group number one. But they know that there is just a few unhealed parts of you, a few loose ends you need to tie up. And they feel like you could brush up on your self-confidence, because they just want you to see what they see in you when you look in the mirror. And that is an abundance of potential. Someone who is very spiritually aware and self-aware. Someone who can create. And in a world of people who consume, you're a creator. And that's how they feel about you. And sometimes they feel like they just want to consume you. They could just eat you up. Someone could have a sweet tooth or be a foodie. They could just eat you up. But sometimes they may feel like a parasite that can drain your energy. They want you to be creative, but they also want you to have time and energy for them. So even when you are solo or self-discovering, they just want to be a part of your world. And yeah, I'm hearing that song, Part of Your World. Is that from The Little Mermaid? So that song could have a particular message for someone. Someone could love Disney or The Little Mermaid in particular. But they just want to be a part of your world, a part of your creative, endless, limitless imagination. And they can only imagine all the amazing things you can do together. They just want to see the demonstration of that imagination. So thank you for being here with me, group one. Let me know if you enjoyed this, if this resonated. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Personal readings are available. And make sure to come back and connect with me again very soon. Goodbye and God bless. Mwah. Hello and welcome group 2, and thank you for coming here today and sharing your energy with me. And I wanted to just share with you in return, in exchange. I'm hearing the word exchange, so maybe someone could be could work with exchange and things. Someone could be an exchange student, or there's just energy exchanges, energy transfers. I'm also hearing like energy harvesting. So this is like the gathering of energy. So someone could even be retaining their energy for something or someone, or feel the need for rest in order to protect their spirit. Someone is kind of having a spiritual cleanse or detox. This could be you. This could be the person who is on your mind. But this video is all about how they view you, how they see you. So they could see you as very spiritual, but, you know, in the process of having an energy clear out, a detox, a feng shui of the mind of your life. They could see you kind of making changes or doing things differently. And they view you as the King of Swords. So I feel like they think you have firm grips, not only on their attention. Yeah, I feel like you're the object of their affection. In particular, you could be an inspiration or a muse to them if they're the creative type. And even if they're not, you kind of inspire them to create and use their mind. They're really, in their mind, they could be overthinking about this connection because they view you as super cool, super calm and collected. King of Swords energy, you know, nothing can faze you, nothing can get you off your game. So they view you as focused. You have a tight grip on reality and on their attention and maybe even their heart. This person could literally be falling in love with you. And with the 9 of Pentacles here, they view you as very prosperous. I just seen 222. So confirmation, they view this connection as something that is an investment that will give back. They view you as like a jackpot, a payoff. And not to sound wrong with saying that, but they view you as someone who, by giving their time and attention, even their money, investing these things into you, they're going to see you double, triple everything they put in. They view you as very nurturing and providing. But for example, if you're the feminine, they want to be the provider. They want to be that King of Swords. They want to have a tight grip on this connection, on your heart. They could also be quite possessive too. So it could be like an ownership sort of a thing. But I do feel like their heart is in the right place. Their mind is in the right place. But maybe their mind is just playing tricks on them. Because this is like a crush. Like they have a crush on you. But they're kind of still imagining. They're still in their head. And they could be still fantasizing about you. Or be heavily fantasizing about you right now, group 2. They view you as their wish come true, a miracle here with the cow spirit. The miracles are endless. 15 could be significant. But they feel like you could have the potential of completing them. Yeah, this is a real completement, fulfillment sort of energy. Miracles are things people don't believe in until they see it. Magic is something people don't believe in until they see it. So you have to see it to believe it. And group 2, your person feels like by seeing you, they believe in it now. Whatever the it is, the it could just be you. You have it, the it factor, the X factor. But yeah, they could feel like you have a sort of fed up energy about love. Maybe you were fed up in the past of your ex and you expressed this to them. Let me pronounce my words. Yeah. So, yeah, someone feels like, if you're fed up, maybe instead of being open about it, you hold back, you're reluctant, you're a bit reticent with your issues, maybe about your past. Someone feels like you hold back about your past, because here we have surrendering in reverse. 31 could also be significant. So in the past, these are like the shadows of the past. There's a guy here in the background in the shadows. So instead of surrendering, they feel like you're still holding on very tightly with the King of Swords here, very tenaciously. You're holding on to the shadows of your past, the pain of your past a little too much. And they could feel like this is what's making you fed up. And they feel like if there's one critique, it would be that maybe you hold a grudge. They could view you as a bit stubborn. Maybe if it's not with them, I just seen 555. So yeah, maybe if it's not with them, they view you as being a bit stubborn or reluctant in other ways. But definitely about opening up about the past. They view you as someone who has ghosts of the past, shadows in the past, maybe some skeletons in your closet. So watch out, they might be checking in your wardrobe just in case if they come for a sleepover group too. Let me just take a drink. Yeah, I feel like they're very thirsty for you, group 2, and they just want to really dive deeply in. Yeah. They view you as very deep, and you have a very deep, maybe even heavy sort of energy, because the King of Swords, he's no jokester. He's not to be played around with. So they see you taking yourself seriously. You're leading by example. You're a great example, by the way. But they see you leading by example, and that's showing them how you expect to be treated, because you take yourself seriously. So even though you can have a laugh and a good time, they're not to joke around or play with your heart, because that sword, that mind could be turned on them, and they view you as someone who is like a master of your mind, someone who they just want to really explore your mind, all the depths, and, you know, blow off the cobwebs. They want to know about your past. They're kind of nosy about your past. Yeah, we've got 31 here also with Grimoire. So 31 could definitely be significant. Someone could be born on the 31st. And it says here, authenticity. So they view you as someone who is very real, someone who, you know, presents themselves as they are. And even with the eye here, this is the all-seeing eye group. So they feel like you could have access to some sort of forbidden or hidden knowledge. They could view you as even someone who is spooky, someone spooky with ghosts in their past. And they just really want to dive into your past, and they want to imprint themselves into the pages, into the imprints of your mind, so they'll be in the future chapters. But they're nosy. They want to see what happened before, what happened to your heart before. It's like they could view you as their wish come true, but maybe they're thinking you could be too good to be true. They could be thinking, what's the catch? And you could also be viewing them this way if this is someone new you're seeing and they just seem absolutely perfect and too good to be true. This could be you having your reservations, suspicions, and wondering maybe if something is too good to be true, what's the catch? Maybe it really is. But I feel like this is someone who understands the concept of duality. Not everything is black and white. It says magnetism here, so they have a magnetic connection towards you, like the yin to the yang. They do feel like they have an inexplicable draw to you. Yeah, I paused. That was like a pregnant pause, I was going to say. So yeah, this could be like, they could view you as someone who's very nurturing, protective, motherly. You could even have kids with this person for some, if it's someone you're in a connection with, in a relationship with. You know, you're the black to their white. You can't have one without the other. So group 1 could also have a message for you, group 2, as the yin and yang symbol does represent the duality, and they want you to be like their partner in crime, their partner till the end of time. There is a magnetic connection that always pulls you back together. It could be something on and off, or if this is something new, someone new, they really want to know about your past in black and white, even if it's not the most loving of stories. You know, you could have a past. This could be you turning a new leaf, but they don't want to be blinded to the truth. They want to know the hidden knowledge, not only about life, but also about you. So this person could be very mysterious. They could be drawn into things that might scare other people off. Maybe that's what they like about you, group 2, is they find you not typical, and that's what draws them in the most, because maybe things that could scare others off is what makes them even more intrigued, and they want to know more about you. They're fascinated with you, fascinated with your past. They view you as someone who could be their inner peace, their whole truth and nothing but the truth. I'm hearing this person could be very honest. They could also work in the legal field. They could be all about honesty, and this is why they're so adamant and so nosy. They're like a dog with a bone when it comes to your past, because they want to have a peaceful future with you. They want to start creating the chapters of the present and the future, but they want to know the ghosts of the past. I'm thinking of Scrooge, the ghosts of Christmas past, present and future. So Christmas could be significant. You could be communicating with this person over the holidays, meeting up with this person, making arrangements. But yeah, they want to have the present and the future with you. But they kind of want to know your past. Maybe you're afraid of being judged about your past if you do have a past. Not everything is so black and white. And there are some things you like to keep close to your chest and close to your vest. And even though they find that mysterious, it kind of frustrates them at the same time. But it's also what keeps them hanging on like a dog with a bone, tenacious. They just want to grab you and not let go. Yeah, it's like they want to kind of have some sort of ownership over you, but it's because you represent them, their wish come true. You're like everything on the table that they'd ideally want. But yeah, there's still things that they're unclear about. There's still cards that are missing from the deck. Yeah, it's like an unfinished deck or something. They know that there's more to discover. There's more jokesters hidden in there. They could worry that you have other people on the side. Yeah, and they have to realize that, you know, someone in a king energy doesn't hang around or tolerate jokesters. Maybe in the past you did, but you were fed up with that. And this new person could be your wish come true, group 2. And maybe you are viewing each other the same way. Wow, you're everything I've ever hoped for and wanted. But yeah, what's the catch? Maybe you are both looking for the catch within each other, but the reality could be that you are just both a catch. End of. Two catches could be a perfect match. Yeah, to catch, like, so this could be someone who's chasing you. They love the chase, but ultimately they want to catch you. But, you know, maybe you love the chase too. Group 2, maybe you could like to tease. So what they want to say to you is they long for your kiss. So if they've kissed you before and they've tasted those lips, they are hooked, hook, line and sinker, and they want to taste those lips again. You know, if those lips are the Kool-Aid, they're still drinking it regardless. They've got faith in you. They kind of trust you, even if they think you have the demons in your past. They feel like now you're very honest. So it's like you could have turned your life around or made an honest person of yourself. If you did confide in them about the past, this could even be them with the past, and you believing that they have turned a new leaf, and you're longing for them to show you this. But I feel like this is them craving you, thinking of you, fantasizing about you, all up in their head, all up in their mind, daydreaming about your touch, about your lips, about your kiss. But they feel like you can't promise them anything right now, and that's what's making them hold themselves back and not allow their feelings to completely spill overboard. It's like they feel like they may be told to walk the plank if they start to put pressure on you. So they're trying to play it cool, but maybe they feel like you're playing it cool because you're not over the past. They could think you're still hung up on an ex, or they could think you still have storms that you're going through. Yeah, it's like they feel like this could be the calm before the storm. And if they're asking what's the catch, they're waiting for the floodgates to open. So they know there's a lot more depth to you and a lot more soul to you than what you're showing. And maybe that's what scares you the most, is to be vulnerable and to share your soul with others, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But this person sees you as an investment. And, they know that wishes come true. They still come with a catch. Even the best things in life come with, the consequences come with conditions. So this person wants an unconditional love with you, but they feel like you still have conditions on yourself, conditions on your heart, boundaries, walls up. And they could be gently trying to break these down, but they don't want to be too obvious about it because they want to keep your interest the way that you've kept theirs. So whatever you're doing it right, group 2, because they are intrigued, they're interesting. This person could find you very interesting. You could find their conversation skills very interesting. They want to know more and more. You're showing your layers to them, but they're realizing that there's even more layers to you, even more depth to you than they thought. And instead of being scared away or scared off, they're up for the challenge. Their sword is out. So they're going to be making movement, making actions, sword in hand, maybe something else in hand, because they really do view you as very attractive, someone who they want everything to be revealed to them. But, group 2, you could be in the mindset that, if I reveal too much, I'm left with nothing. And you have a lot to bring to the table, but you don't feel the need to show all of the cards, everything that you bring right now. Because in your mind, they're still proving themselves to you. They're proving whether they're a king or a jokester. And even if you're a masculine, they're proving whether they're a true queen or just a harlot. Yeah, like a scarlet harlot. Yeah. This could be you really figuring out whose intentions, whose heart, whose sword is in the right place. And this is not promising anything until you know more. And it's like a don't ask, don't tell sort of energy. But they're just dying to ask you. They're dying to know. They're dying for you to tell them. But they're not going to tell you that, group 2. But I did. I just told you their secret. So yeah, they want you to reveal all of that secret, ancient, hidden knowledge about yourself. They want your autobiography, and they want to be the leading part in the screenplay. So they're willing to put their heart, that narrative, that control into your hands. But they feel like there is a part of your past, maybe a love story long forgotten, or, a lost love, someone, the one who got away for some, lingering in the past. So that could be just a concern and insecurity of theirs. And it's like, see more as we go. And they're just trying to play it safe, play it cool, because they think you're cool as a cucumber. And they don't want you to think you're cooler than them or, outgrow them. I'm hearing that song, Cooler Than Me. who sings it? What's his name? Mike Posner, I think. I've got a cat at the door. So I'm called to close out this reading now. So this person could be knocking on your door, hitting you up, because they're a very curious cat. And, curiosity kills the cat sometimes. But your person views you as a curious cat, and they have their curiosity piqued and their desire stoked when they think about you. And they just can't wait to find out more. You leave them on a cliffhanger every time. So, no wonder they keep coming back and thinking about you. You've got a spell on them. So keep on doing what you're doing, even if that's not much. Even if you doing the least is making them do the most. You're making them work and prove themselves. So, let's see whether they do or not. Group 2, please let me know, because I'm nosy too. I want to know. So thank you for being here with me today. Thank you for sharing your energy. Let me know down below if you resonated, what you think of this, what you'd like to see next. Personal readings are available. Please make sure to come back very soon. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you again in the next one. God bless. Mwah. Hello and welcome, Group 3. So today we're going to find out, how does the person on your mind view you? How do they see you and feel about you? So let's jump straight in, and we will start with the tarot. So the tarot you got is the Two of Pentacles reversed and the Knight of Swords upright. And if you hear any scratching in the background, that is just my cat Leo. So he's just on a bit of a hyper buzz. So maybe someone could feel excited, someone could feel playful, about this connection, and they feel like they just want to have some fun, some enjoyment. I'm hearing the word enjoyment with you. When they think of you, when they see you, they see someone who is someone who puts their money where their mouth is. You don't make empty promises. You're not someone who promises the world and delivers nothing. You're the type that likes to get things done. You're the type that won't make bold claims unless you have the action, unless you have the proof to back it up. So they see you as someone who can back up any bold claims that you make. So they trust you because of that. And over here, we do have trust. Someone could be a Libra. 14 could also be significant. And they do view you as someone whose word is their word. And they can trust you. So if you make a promise to them, right, Leo, get out. I'm going to have to put you out. If you start being noisy, stop that. I may just take him out because I just know he's going to keep being noisy and disturbing the reading. So 1 minute. Okay, Leo, come on. Come on. Apologies for that. I just had to put my cat Leo out because he was just getting a little bit too wild. I'm hearing that song, what was her name? Blue Cantrell. Hey ladies, when your man gonna get buck wild? Just go back and hit him up style. Get your hands on his cash and spend it till the last time for all the hard times. Oh, yeah, I can't remember the lyrics exactly, but yeah, they view you as someone who, your word is your word. And when it comes to things like revenge, if you have promised revenge, you take that seriously. You won't make promises that you don't keep. So maybe they view you as someone who they know to be careful with because you are the best friend, the most loving lover, but you could be the worst kind of enemy because you're the kind of enemy that doesn't make empty promises or empty threats. You back up everything you say. You back up all your claims. You've got proof. You've got receipts. So yeah, I feel like for some, this could be you having receipts on them or them having receipts on you, someone like catching someone out in a way. Or for some, I feel like this could be a new person or just someone who is viewing you as someone who kind of has this all or nothing mentality or approach to life. And that to them comes off as lack of balance. They see you as a giver, but it's also giving a lack of balance and you kind of being too impulsive sometimes. They view you as impulsive and also unpredictable with shocking news. Like they don't know what to expect next from you. They don't know what they're going to see when they open up a message from you because yeah, you're unpredictable. You can be a little bit wild, a little bit book wild, playful sometimes. And it's very endearing to them and it really makes them feel kind of alive. It makes them feel youthful. There could be like an age difference here. So in a way you bring out their playful, even visceral nature, but they feel like you've been stung, you've been hurt. And that in a way you're like a warrior, but a wounded warrior. And maybe in a way they think there's salt in your wound or they're afraid of putting salt into your wound or even reopening old wounds. So they could feel like you're still not healed from the past because healing, releasing did come reversed. This is you kind of holding on to the past and not fully releasing yourself from the chains that bind you to the past. And they do feel like it just takes you balancing out your life, balancing out your emotions, your moods. They could feel like your moods are unpredictable. This could be an on-off relationship for some. And regardless of whether this is new or something you're currently in, they view your moods as kind of on and off. You're unpredictable. They don't know how to take you. Sometimes you're hot, sometimes you're cold. Sometimes you can act very loving and very balanced, and then other times you can act like you're detached. You don't care, like they're not even on your priority list. And then the next day, you could make them feel like you're their top priority. And they know that you don't say things you don't mean, but they also know that you can't really take on anything that you can't handle either. So they're not sure how much commitment or responsibility you can handle with this relationship because they kind of view you as a bit of a wild card. This is like someone who sees you as a wild card. Maybe you're not someone's usual type or vice versa. Maybe they're not your usual type and this is like a risk. This is something new. Yeah, like off the beaten track. Like this is someone who's not going their usual route. You're not someone's usual type or usual cup of tea. But now that they've experienced you, even just energetically, even if this is someone you haven't met yet or someone who you've only connected with briefly, this is someone who kind of feels like they know you intimately, even if they don't yet, because they know you're genuine. They know you come with your sword in hand. You've got morals, you've got justice, you've got your own opinions, your own mind. You're not afraid to speak your mind. And you have a lot of ideas. They could view you as very creative, very, a lot of prosperous potential. But when it comes to actual investments of your time, money, energy, they just feel like you've got all the ideas. But when it comes to actually investing or actually getting down to the square root of things, I'm hearing. So someone could love maths, or someone could be just like treating this as a mathematical equation. Like someone could be analyzing the statistics, maybe the distance of this relationship, the cost of this relationship, mentally, emotionally, financially. Maybe someone has to travel to see someone else and someone's doing up the numbers, crunching the numbers, see how much it's going to cost, what's the distance, what's the dates. This could be someone setting up dates. If this is already a committed relationship, this could be scheduling date nights in, prioritizing and balancing this relationship, harmonizing when the two of you have been out of tune. It's like singing the same song, but a completely different melody or different words. And both of you thinking, yeah, this is going great. This is harmonious. And this could be someone in the relationship realizing that actually only one of us is putting our money where our mouth is. Someone else isn't evening up the scales. So it's like someone has to up their game. This could be an ultimatum. You could be giving someone an ultimatum. They could be giving you an ultimatum. This could be the shocking news. Someone could literally be dropping the bomb and giving someone else an ultimatum, and they're shocked. They're thinking, wait, what? And this could be someone that ghosted you before, someone you ghosted. The communication could just be very stopping, starting, in, out, sort of a thing. But someone views you as very family oriented, someone who they could potentially have a home with. Someone could live by the sea or want to live by the sea. And unity, they feel like there is a balancing act that you could both participate in, reciprocate, give equally in, and that could equal a happy home, unity. But there's a part of them, and there's also a part of you that they're kind of aware of at surface level, at least, because this is just surface level. Maybe you don't know each other on a deeper or more intimate level yet. There could be a lot more to learn. But they know that you have your pain in the past. They also have theirs. Maybe it could be something you connect on and unify on, the pain, the hurt. But there's things that you haven't let go of. Someone could really be a grudge holder. They could view you as a grudge holder, or they could still be holding on to their past, and that's why something hasn't fully balanced out or come into perfect unity or harmony just yet. So yeah, it's like, it's a beautiful song, but somebody's singing off key because someone's like not self-aware of how their past has changed them or tainted them in a way. 22 could be significant. Dragonfly spirit, truth transcends illusion. So they do view you as very truthful, honest, direct and blunt even. And with him, divine masculine, they could view you as being in your independent masculine energy regardless of your gender. They view you as someone who is capable, competent. You're able to put your money where your mouth is. You've no problem with that. They don't view you as needy or as someone who's going to be a damsel in distress. And if you're a masculine, this person is viewing you as someone who, they may have a deep dark side, but they view you as like their happy ever after. It's someone who is like their prince, their knight in shining armor. But, they also like their heroes to have a dark side, a villain side. They know that you can kind of bring whatever energy you need to, given the situation, the circumstance. And they really like that about you. They view you as balanced in a way that maybe you don't view yourself. So it's like they think you're balanced with the right things, like emotions, like giving, like how family orientated you are, but you're not balanced with things like money. Like someone thinks you could be reckless with money, a bad spender, someone who makes bad investments, but they don't view you as a bad investment. They just view you as someone who may be a lot to handle. You're not for the faint-hearted, but you're very honest, and that is very important to them, because they know that when it comes to giving in a connection, they don't want to give to someone who's just going to take and not even reciprocate with honesty, decency, respect. You've got loyalty, family values. They could view you as traditional, or this person could be traditional. And even if you didn't meet in a traditional way, it's like they view you as someone they could have this traditional happy home with. Ideally, everything could be perfect. They view you as a high priest, someone of high authority. So even if you're a feminine, this is them like viewing you as the high priestess, someone who is magical, mystical, beautiful, sensual, um, and spellbinding. They find you very enchanting. And even if you're a masculine, they view you as the sort of guy that you're not just a masculine, you're not just him, you are him, capital Him. This is, yeah, I'm hearing a Lady Gaga song. It's called GUI, Guy. I want to be that guy. So it's like you are that guy if you're a guy. Other guys are kind of looking at you wanting to be you, and girls are looking at you, or even men, depending on what you're into, but like everyone's looking at you saying, hey, I either want to be that guy or I want that guy. But they view you as the guy, the man. And even if you're a feminine, they view you as the one, the woman. And even if it's not like the one as in a serious relationship yet, you're like the one that could read their mind. You're the one that could break down their barriers. You're the one that could see them for what they truly are. The one that they could actually reveal their true selves, their dark side to. 9 could be significant. They view you also as having a bit of a dark side. So even though you could be very earnest, very truthful, they know there is a kind of darker, secretive, seductive side to you. And it's like part of the enchantment because it fascinates them how you can be so genuine, but also so secretive, so nurturing, but also so, nasty. They view you as nurturing but nasty. Like you've got both sides, and both sides of you turn them on, and like they feel like they could have a balanced, justified connection with you. Yeah, it's like they're just trying to justify this connection. They're trying to convince themselves about you. I'm hearing Madonna, justify my love. So that could be significant for some. And I feel like this could be a twin flame connection. You could have known straight away, instantly, and vice versa. But, sometimes with twin flame connections, these can mirror each other and like run away from the connection, especially when both parties are unhealed, or even just one party is unhealed. One person is unbalanced, it tips the whole scales. But this person views you as someone who could, they could have an equal balance, an equal give and take with. But I feel like they kind of want to give you more, like they want to provide for you, especially if financially they feel like it's something that you may need, like a provider, or just someone who can help you, like a financial advisor at least. So it's like they want to be your provider, but also your financial advisor. They may feel you need one. You don't really need motivation, but they want to be your inspiration, and they want to see all of the sides to you, the dark side, the light side, even the shocking side. Like things about you may shock them, but in the best kind of way. Even the nasty side, they're like, oh, what? You're just full of surprises, aren't you, group number 3? And yeah, you are, and they're figuring this out. They're still figuring you out. So even if it is someone you're in a relationship with, they're just trying to figure out your moods, your mood swings. And, maybe they don't really understand things like if you're going through your own spiritual awakening, or hormones, or your own, mental issues. This could just be someone who is feeling like you're not giving to the relationship or giving to the connection, because you've got A, B, and C going on, and they're just kind of sussing out like, oh, well, is group 3 still into me? They could be questioning that. So yeah, they could just be waiting for an answer from you. The ball could be in your court. Maybe you didn't respond to them. This could be someone you left on the scene, someone you ghosted, someone you blocked even, because you feel like they hurt you more than they heal you. But they do view you as someone who they can come together with and find balance with. But they don't like to admit it. Like this feeling consumes them and keeps them awake at night. The feeling's actually eating them alive. And they'd never admit how insecure or deeply in their emotions you have them. I wish I could be fully honest with you. They do wish they could just blurt it all out to you, but they feel like that would scare you away. So even if you were scared of scaring them away, they feel like really revealing their true insecurities and vulnerabilities to you would make you kind of just get turned off them, because maybe if you've been on and off before, they're just treading lightly and carefully with you because they don't want to make a wrong move or misstep. They want to take steps towards you and make that action towards you. But they want to help you out also, but they know that you're not to be messed with or fucked with, and you can take them to heaven or you can take them to hell. So they're kind of just bracing themselves and really figuring out, asking themselves the question, can they handle the heat that group number 3 brings? And if they're heading towards a yes, then expect them to head towards you head first, heart first, pussy first, dick first, whatever. Like, this could be a friends with benefits situation, or just a that kind of situation before it becomes something else, because there is reluctance. But yeah, this is someone who just wants to reveal it all and totally expose themselves to you in all the different ways. So yeah, they're just still trying to unravel and reveal you, because you are still a very seductive mystery to them. And yeah, they love anything dark and mysterious. So you could be dark haired, they could be dark haired, but regardless, they view you as a little bit of everything, and they can't wait to try out all the different sides of you. Once you're ready to embrace them, they're ready to join your cult and be eternally devoted to you. So yeah, they're just waiting for you to maybe hit them back, or yeah, if the ball is in your court, they're waiting patiently or very impatiently for your response. So yeah, make sure not to be too shocking when you do. So thank you for being here with me today, group number 3. I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know down below if you resonated, if you have any feedback, what you'd like to see next. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. Personal readings are available. Make sure to come back and connect with me again very soon. God bless. Bye. Mwah.